Welcome.
We certainly hope you all enjoy the show.
They're eating the dogs.
Because I know Cops doesn't start till 4.
Woo!
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 Woo! Woo!
Woo!
Woo!
Woohoo!
Yahoo!
We're back at it.
Gotta get some of that AI music in here.
Get some AI grooves.
Curtis, you want to
Some
bump
AI
that
jams.
mic down real quick? It's right in the view of Caleb's camera. Just tip it down.
Just tip it down.
There you go.
Right.
No, other way. Yeah, there you go. You got it. Open the lid. The lid. The lid.
We're over halfway to being serious.
This is just about the time to cancel the show, I think.
Oh.
I think we pull it off the air. I think
Wait,
we
you think you're done?
I just think we've rode this wave, this massive wave. We've come so far. I don't know if I can handle the fame. I don't know if I can handle the success, the limelight. I mean, having Michael and TPJ comment almost half of the videos. I mean,
No, I mean, imagine Michael knowing where we lived.
I just don't know if I can handle all this pressure, all the weight, a lot of magnitude.
Yeah, I don't know. I think.
No, I'm just kidding.
I think that there's.
I've waited my whole life for this.
We've actually gained quite a few subscribers recently. We're at what? We're at 2,248. I want to say when we started the podcast, and now we're up to 2,262.
Oh wow, I was gonna say I thought it was 50.
No, we're up to 62 now. So
Wow.
we've really climbed up because it was a struggle to reach that 50 mark, and then once we hit that 50 mark, we like leaped right to 60. So
Colin, are you watching right now? I just got a notification he's playing Tom Clancy Wildlands.
Tom Clancy. I didn't know Colin had a Tom Clancy game.
Yep.
yeah, so we're
Must be
actually we're blowing up right now. The podcast is actually starting to heat up, and
Do you think do most of our views come from
consistent people?
re-listens, or do you think that most people like?
Yeah, it's mostly returning viewers. Not a lot of wandering traffic, but that's going to
But-
change. That's going to change coming up here because
I guess
we're
what
gonna
I mean
make
is
a thumbnail and a description and all that shit.
how many people hear him live and how many people listen to the after show.
Oh, majority of people listen to it after it's been uploaded. Like when we're done with the podcast, it'll say like 14 views maybe by the time it's finished uploading, you know? But then, you know, they're up to 40, 50 views after a couple days. So definitely people are watching.
Tanner definitely goes through and watches the VODs.
Yeah, I was just wondering, like, I feel like I was been listening to The Buzz a lot more recently because I didn't normally listen to it, and the van doesn't have a very good aux system set up for me. Carter's got a Bluetooth adapter that sucks, and
Yeah.
I would want to get an aux cord set up. But anyway, I've been listening to The Buzz, and we could do all kinds of things like game segments and have people call in and be on the game and host versus listener and listener type of thing. If we got the phone system working.
Well, I think that'd be good, but we just have to have the people that want to play the game, so we can't have the same 5 people that watch every night. They're not going to want to play the games every night.
Yeah, that's just it. We got to kind of get there still. We're not quite there.
Well,
With
I
the
think
call.
But you're on the right track. I mean, that's the
Yeah,
point
I
of doing
agree.
it live.
Yeah, that's the whole fun of doing it live is having the live interaction with people and
Well, the phone line, we just have to, I think one big thing that we need to do is we need to get the phone lines open. We need to scroll a phone number across the screen every so often to get people to call.
Yeah,
in.
but then you kind of have to have somebody to like screen the calls, because what if you're just sitting here? You can't just sit here for an hour hoping somebody calls and watching the phone. You have to, you know what I mean?
I think that just when somebody calls, you answer it. I think it doesn't matter. I think that when somebody calls in, you answer the call.
What do you want? You're on the air. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, that is an option, but it'll only work for a little while. Then people will be calling nonstop.
Well, then you
can start screening.
Yeah, then we say, okay, well, now we got a bunch of people calling in. Let's start screening it, and let's limit the amount of callers. Or if we say we're not taking calls yet, we ignore it. And then when we say, all right, phones are open, then we open it
then
up.
We check it. Yeah, no, I think you're on the right track. I think that's a good idea.
Why don't we get that going for next week?
I can try. No promises.
I just don't think it's that important where we don't have that many people watching live.
I really think that there's got to be a way to add Minecraft in to the podcast, and not necessarily for this podcast, but I feel like that is a way that you could do something different. It doesn't even have to be Minecraft, just some kind of video game form of a podcast, a video podcast. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what you're saying either.
I don't know either, but the idea is there in my head. It's just
also the other thing too is like with Theo's early episodes, he had a voicemail box that people would call in and leave messages to, and not that we want people leaving "You saved my life" messages to us, but it could be like
that's what I was trying to get people to send in voice notes on Instagram. You can send us voice notes on Instagram. We could play them right on the show.
Oh,
that's super easy to do.
I was hearing that.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, anyway, to get off of the
housekeeping.
Yeah, the shop special, shop talk about the
shop.
Yeah, about the podcast. I pretty much had a pretty chill day today. I had the day off, but what did you guys get up to? Anything good out on the trail? So you've been riding around in your work van.
Yeah.
Just two electricians out on the prowl, or what?
Yeah. Yesterday we've been rewiring up a camp, and yesterday we were pulling a wire, and I was pulling out the old wire, and I had a new wire attached to it on the other side, so using the old wire to pull the new wire through the wall. And as I'm pulling it through, right at the end, an old glass pill bottle popped out of the wall.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was a 1967 pill bottle. Had allergy medicine in it, but
that's funny.
Yeah,
relic of the past.
Yeah, still had some pills in it.
What'd you guys do? You boof that shit or what?
Yeah, here it is.
Oh, yeah, he at least got a video.
Handwritten on the...
I couldn't spin it one-handed.
Handwritten on the label.
Yeah, that's all handwritten there. Take as directed, it says.
Good handwriting.
Yeah.
Must have been from a doctor.
Pill's still in it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So that was like in the wall?
Yeah, it was in the wall. It just popped out when I was pulling the wire.
Somebody's Claritin.
There was also some arcade tokens from an arcade in Wolfboro. I don't know how long it's been closed. I couldn't find any information on the arcade online, so I don't know when it was closed. But
yeah,
Amy probably knows about it.
I wonder if it was part of that old bowling alley that allegedly used to be there.
Yeah, it was bowling alley and arcade.
Yeah,
Bowlers.
Ancient lore, uncovering ancient. Okay, speaking of ancient, you guys must have heard about the coils underneath the pyramids.
Yeah.
Is that what you and Tanner were talking about while we were skiing?
Yeah, well, Tanner had brought it up to me. He started telling me that he saw videos about the coils, and I hadn't seen any of it yet.
Oh, yeah, so you had to look into it?
No, well, we were talking because I was telling him about how the pyramid was a power plant and the theory behind being a power plant, blah, blah, blah. But
well, since I had the day off today, I went way down the coil rabbit hole. And supposedly there's footage from the bottom of the coils. Have you heard this?
What?
Have you seen this? I don't really think it's true because I couldn't find any sources other than TikTok. You know what I mean? If you can't find it on YouTube, it's probably not true.
How many hours did you scroll TikTok today?
How many hours are in a day? I think I probably sank at least 7 or 8 hours.
Jesus
It was
Christ.
pretty solid grind today.
I
don't know if it was that long, but yeah, like I said, I had the day off and I went down the rabbit hole of these fucking pyramid coils, and there's a video on TikTok, and this guy said, "Oh yeah, doctor something or other. It took him 2 weeks to get to the bottom of the coils." And he walked down this precision staircase.
It took him 2 weeks.
And when he got to the bottom, there was this clear blue water, and he had to fight the urge not to go in it. Something was telling him to go in it, but he had to fight the urge not to go in it. That's one story I heard on TikTok. And then the other one I heard, I said it took him 2 weeks to get to the bottom of the coils. And then they had video of them, and it was all these copper coils on these like black granite posts.
Yeah, I'm just going to play a clip real quick. It looks like it's a Joe Rogan clip.
Well, you know, the LiDAR thing, this is the part that's more legit, is the LiDAR imaging of these columns that are underneath the pyramid. This is the part I could find
just
on
come out?
YouTube.
Oh, this is insane. So apparently, through the use of LiDAR, they have discovered that there are enormous structures underneath the Great Pyramid that go kilometers deep into the earth with coils. So enormous pillars, and then these coils. They don't understand what it is because they're just looking at LiDAR images. But whatever this is a uniform structure. There's several pillars, and all of this is like very, very, very weird.
Yeah, 600 meters descending down those cylinders, and then there's more stuff below it, and then there's additional structures.
It sounds like that clip is AI generated.
Yeah, I don't know. There's other clips that are less edited that you can find on YouTube, and there's other people talking about that LiDAR imaging, but
apparently that's been information that's been known for a while, according to Ancient Aliens guy. He said it's been known for a while that there's coils under the pyramid.
It's probably one of those things that the Ancient Alien guys were going around screaming and yelling, and everyone's like, "Yeah, all right, you fucking." All right, weirdo.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And now that there's technology that can show us that something's there without having to dig it up, you know, now people are going to give it some credibility. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting, and I think it's definitely like, I think we can definitely say those things weren't tombs, right?
Yeah,
I think there's no doubt. Well, yeah, this is obviously like an artist rendering of what it might be. They don't have any actual pictures that there's not like some kind of really cool camera that can get this picture for us.
What did he say? This is Ancient Aliens guy?
Yeah.
Is this what he posted?
Yeah.
And if you do see the LiDAR scans, which I really don't know how it works, but it's like a heat signature looking kind of thing, and you do see kind of a similar looking pattern to that, like these pillars and then a box at the bottom.
Yeah, you can see he explains what it is. He says, however, this information is nothing new and has been known for a while. And then at the end he says, and no, aliens did not build the pyramids. They imparted their engineering knowledge to our ancestors.
Well, you know, so I got into this rabbit hole of all this ancient text and all these ancient pre-Egyptian texts and stuff. And one of the things is that the Egyptian people would like talk about these like demigod characters, and in these demigod characters were like, you know, the last living people from this advanced civilization, and you know, like they had the demigod characters had stories of being given this information from a god-like being, right? it's all in how you interpret it. But you could kind of look at that as saying like, okay, so like at some point aliens gave them this information, gave them some technology and this information, and society like really bloomed for a minute, and then like it inevitably does. It fell off and blew up, and in the survivors, were the demigods according to the new crop of people that were crude and dumb.
Yeah. Why were they demigods though?
Because they were smart, well-read, and they had grown up with nutrition and plenty of food, so they were much bigger, stronger, and healthier-looking people than the people that grew up in mud and toil. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because you could be, like a 15 to 20-year-old person from a bush tribe, and you could meet a 40-year-old from, that was like a kid or something that was growing up in this high society, that got to experience that. I don't know necessarily. I'm making my own interpretation of somebody else's interpretation of an ancient text.
Yeah, it does make me want to like learn about ancient. Try to read ancient writings and scrolls and hieroglyphs and
to me though
interpret.
that's why that you have these people like what's the guy,
Graham Hancock,
Randall Carlson, what's that other guy though that does YouTube?
Bright Insight.
Yeah, Bright Insight. That's why those people Jimmy are Corsetti. Around because I see what you're saying. Like, it'd be nice to see the source for yourself and make your own interpretation of it. But I just don't even know. I don't even know how you get. I don't even know how you be able to read some of this stuff. You know what I mean? Ancient Sumerian text. I don't even know how you'd figure out how to read this. And even if you got some translation that you could read, now you're going to trust that it was translated properly. You know what I mean? So I just assume trust the guys that seem to know.
In a couple more years, AI will be so good at translating that we'll have a lot more information on all of this stuff. That's what they're saying.
Do you think AI will be able to figure out like what hieroglyphs and stuff mean?
Allegedly, yeah. Because
yeah.
There's a bunch of known languages already, and what they do is they stack all the known languages and writing forms in, and then the AI can interpret. It probably won't crack the code on these other languages, but it will be able to interpret in a better way.
Crack the Da Vinci Code, but
yeah, it'll be able to interpret their writings in a better way and be able to tell. Then we can make an assessment from there if it's accurate or not. I mean, who knows? Maybe in 20 years, AI will be able to do whatever it wants. But
in 20 years, AI is going to kill us all.
Yeah.
Now, are you guys going to give in and become slaves to the AI overlord, or will you join the revolution?
Depends.
Yeah.
What's AI offering me? What kind of life is it offering me?
A life similar to a hamster. You'd have like a wheel to run on, plenty of water, all the pellets you could desire.
The government already gives us that life.
Yeah. I feel like that AI will be in need of electricians to be able to operate stuff. I don't think.
I think AI will always be dependent on people.
The thing is, AI will be. Right now, we don't have any good robots that I know of. I mean, I know there's some robots, but you don't have robots that can really work with their hands.
With their hands, but have you seen this new Boston Dynamics robot, the most recent press release they had?
Well, the dog one or the
human one, the most recent human one. It is slick.
I mean,
the thing is more nimble and coordinated than I am.
Yeah, you should pull it up. I'm curious. I haven't seen it. I haven't looked at them in a long time. I remember when they were like.
Really... You remember the video where he was fighting it with the hockey stick? Kept pushing it to the ground with the hockey stick. You don't remember that video?
No.
Well, that was years ago, and the thing's come so far since then. Like back then, it could just barely stand on two legs, and he was pushing it over with a hockey stick and it kept standing up, and everyone was like, "Holy shit!" Well, this next one looks like an actual, like you could confuse it for stop motion animation. That's the most comparable thing the way it looks visually when you see it move, because you're like, how does a robot even do this?
Why do we have to make them look like humans? Why can't we make them look like something different?
I think it's because
humans are superior.
You just wait till you see how this moves, because this is like
thinking?
Yeah, this is like how a person moves, but even better. Like, so you could just see putting these into scenarios where like you would typically have like a firefighter going into a burning building, and then I think ideally what you'd do is it'd be like Ready Player One kind of a thing where you'd have an avatar, you'd be someplace else piloting this, you'd have a person, you know what I'm saying? You would have this isn't going to be all AI driven. You would have a person operating this from far away, I don't know. I don't know if I'm making any sense.
I wonder how long the battery lasts.
Can any of you guys do breakdancing like this?
Imagine if you built that, how cool it would be to actually see it start moving like that.
I think it's insane. And, I don't know how many people have actually, how many people they've actually had to work on this project, but it's something they've been working on for a long time. Boston Dynamics.
Yeah, I mean, maybe AI won't need us to do work anymore. I don't know that they have the precision.
That's just it, though. I don't think those robots.
My point was, if we stop building robots, AI will still need humans. If we build the robots that can build more robots, then AI can control those robots to build more robots. Where right now, we have humans that build robots that are dumb, that can't build more robots.
Robots would never get rid of us entirely, right? Because we would become like a commodity to them, like we have
like their dogs.
No, well, maybe like dogs. Maybe we'd be used for some form of amusement or entertainment. But I think more likely it'd be like how we make a horse plow a field. You know what I mean? AI is going to have certain things that ultimately the cheapest option is
the robots are going to say,
have the people do it.
Let's do this the old school way.
Not even necessarily, but AI is going to have some understanding of how resource gathering works, and it needs resources in order to grow, right? So
it'll just shoot up and grab one from the space.
It's gonna shoot a laser into space, and that'll be it. That's actually like a good plot to the movie. Like, AI has built a magnet for all the minerals it needs, and now there's an asteroid millions of light years away in space, but AI built such a powerful magnet, now it's hurtling towards Earth, and AI created its own demise, and then you end up in an Adventure Time.
Yeah, I suppose.
With BMO.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
AI and pyramids. What else you talk about on a Friday night in a basement?
We're supposed to get snow tonight or what?
So
we're supposed to get something.
Yeah. I got two clips here of two things in Tuckerman's Ravine. We'll start with this one here first. Oh, that was the channel. I want to watch the video, please.
Tuckerman's Ravine.
Look at this. It's an avalanche.
Big avalanche in Tuckerman's. This is recent?
Somebody's skiing down.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Did they ski out of it?
Outraced an avalanche on Tuesday, it says. Yeah. It looks like a huge avalanche.
Yeah, it looked pretty big.
Yeah, it must be a lot of snow there.
I guess so.
Yeah. I don't know,
that's pretty cool.
I don't know if this clip is restarted.
Outrunning the avalanche.
Yeah.
Is it, what's the movie? Is it Triple X where Vin Diesel throws the grenades behind him and snowboards down an avalanche?
I have no idea.
And, yeah. So this is this past weekend also, I believe.
Skier suffers brutal crash. Nice looking waterfall, rock drop. Yow!
Oof.
Frig, man. Hey, man, you gotta be careful. You want to send it that hard.
Yeah, buddy.
Lucky to walk away.
Crazy.
But you know, this is the thing. Like, this is what you gotta.
Oh no.
You want to send it that hard in the backcountry. I mean, think about it. You know.
His buddy was filming there. I'd like to see the other angle, but
I bet this guy is pretty dirt nasty to even want to try something like that. But
he
but
looked
that's,
like he looked like he was good. He just got kicked a little bit too much off the jump there.
like he on the landing, you know, had that been like a groomed slope, he would have been fine. But because it was all choppy, he got hemmed up on the landing. He almost had it.
Looked like it was icy slush.
But that, yeah, I would just say let that be a cautionary tale. No matter how much of a badass you think you are, if you're gonna hawk it like that.
Well, he tried to cut it down the hill too much. If you watch it again, if he would have landed and kept going sideways again a little bit more, he would have been fine. But he tried to cut a corner and still had momentum going the wrong way.
I don't think he tried to do anything. I think he was trying to not eat shit from the moment his skis hit the snow.
Yeah, maybe.
I think he hit really hard, and it was really rough. I could be wrong. I don't know. I'm just that's my analysis, my breakdown.
Yeah.
But
why don't we play my reel? I only sent in one reel.
Keeping it short on a Friday.
Yep.
I was just gonna see if I could find a clip of the other angle, but
probably not online yet. He's probably making an edit because it did say something about
sponsored by Red Bull.
Yeah, it could have been some in the comments. It said somebody saw him clear the head wall lip 100 feet or something like that. I don't know what that meant, but the comments looked like it. He'd been doing other stuff there that day, so he could have been filming and have a few more clips to show. But yeah, I mean that looked pretty cool. Look, he sent it pretty hard.
Yeah. Dirt nasty clip.
Pretty I'm feeling pretty beat today. I don't really know why.
yeah. Oh, just look at this. We can look at this real quick. I just pulled up some Instagram clips. I don't know if this is the same.
This looks like the same one.
Yeah, same one. This is a day ago. It says.
What's the point?
I don't
Showing
know.
the
No,
snow?
I just had
Just checking in on Tux.
Yeah, pretty much. I just had a. Is this the avalanche?
Avalanche.
I don't know. You guys were kind of not really saying much, so I figured I'd just throw this up here while I was looking at it because I was trying to find the clip. This is from the 22nd.
In other news, Calvin's got our video almost ready.
It looks pretty good. Good skiing there.
Expect our own video from our bachelor party trip coming soon.
Yep.
Probably ought to.
I just got to go through, and I think I am gonna
Adjust the audio
Yeah.
and some of the clips. Calvin did a really slick job with the edit. Carter's just gonna go through and tidy it up. Just gonna tidy up the audio a little bit, tighten it up.
Yeah, he just got a little sloppy towards the end.
Yeah, I don't want to knock him. He did a really good job. Just we're gonna go through and do a second sweep. That's all.
Yeah. Just it was probably fine, like you said, but just make it a little bit more watchable.
Yeah, it definitely. If you had
the
headphones
thing is,
on,
it's
it would
really, really good up until that point.
Yeah.
Then it's like,
whoa! Did you watch it again? Did he add?
Yeah, he added in all the clips.
The extra 5 minutes to it or something.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh, that's your one clip.
Play my reel.
Look at the guy over rewinding the camp.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Lolly, 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 lolly.
I didn't have any clips today. I just
That's
wanted to
that's
rewatch
just a
that
fun one.
I just wanted to
That's
rewatch
a
that
classic.
one. Maybe bring some energy into the
We
room.
we gotta get that guy on the show. We gotta bring him on. Bring him in here.
I haven't done any Yelp review searching, and I haven't done any real and
Too
recently.
busy working.
Yeah, something like that.
Slaving away. Carter, what are you over there? You eating dosey doughs or what other
Yeah, they're thin mints.
Samoas?
Would have thought he would have offered.
Do a little Girl Scout cookie ASMR. It's Girl Scout cookie season. You can't hardly go to a Hannaford or a Market Basket without seeing some folding Lifetime table with a bunch of Girl Scout cookies on top of it.
Unreal.
Not like any of us really go to the grocery store ever, so don't spend a lot of time there.
No.
But yeah, that's the end of Curtis's Reels of the Week.
Lolly, 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 lolly.
Yeah, other than my pyramid rabbit hole, I watched most of Shallow Hal, some of Almost Famous, and
It's almost famous.
it's a movie about a kid that wants to be a writer, and he follows a band on tour. And I only watched like the first 10, 20 minutes of it. I didn't watch the whole movie, but go look at. I'm Colin. I'm glad you like the Market Basket comment. See what video Amy sent us.
What was the Market Basket? I missed that.
Oh, I said that's where you find a table of Girl Scout cookies in front of Market Basket.
Oh yeah.
Not inside. That would be insane. You got it on the sidewalk in front of the Market Basket.
I thought you were saying that's what the guy with the watermelon was. He was from Market Basket.
Oh, what? Yeah, that guy's a legend. Legend of the melon game. Legend of the forgotten melon grabbers.
The last melon.
The dodos from Ice Age.
Ice Age.
They fight over the melon. I used to fast forward Ice Age just to watch that scene where Sid fights the dodos for the melon. I was a big fan.
I haven't seen Ice Age in forever. There's been a few movies that I wanted to rewatch recently. Flushed Away.
Flushed Away is great.
I haven't watched that in forever, and Cassidy
it's still fun.
Cassidy referenced Flushed Away the other day, and I said we had
That's
to watch
a rat one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The innocent bystander.
Yes.
Spike.
Keep your legs straight, Spike. I say that.
He's a innocent bystander.
I say that anytime jumping off of anything,
Yeah.
jumping into water,
And
ever.
you
Say,
you
keep your legs straight, Spike.
you forget where that reference comes from, or at least I do. Like,
Yeah.
Is that what Cassie said?
no, we were watching a show, and she said the guy looked familiar, and she said I can't remember why, and then she ended up coming up with he looked like the villain from
Oh yeah.
from Flushed Away. Not Spike, but the head honcho guy. I can't.
Yeah,
think of
the
his name.
frog.
Not the frog. The head rat. The bat. The Spike's. It's not. It's Spike's.
Old guy rat.
Yeah, Spike's companion there. Or no, I guess it is Spike.
Yeah, Spike.
Not the dumb big one.
Yeah, but the scrawny.
The scrawny little
That's
one.
Spike.
I guess it is Spike.
Yeah.
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 He looked like Spike. So
Spike. Oh, what a good movie. What a fun one. Yeah, I remember having some McDonald's toys from that movie. Playing with those.
Should have gone to McDonald's to get the Minecraft ones because they came out.
Oh, they started today? If I had been thinking of
I think
it,
it was yesterday.
I would have gone. Yeah, what even day is it? I don't even know.
Maybe that's what.
Yeah, they started yesterday.
Oh, I should tell
right?
Calvin. He probably wouldn't go for it.
He might. You never know.
I need to
Maybe make a late night McDonald's run. Who knows?
Yeah, wrap this thing up. Let's head to McDonald's.
I should have been thinking about that. I just totally wasn't.
I just remembered it because I did want to go. I did want to make a trip to McDonald's, but get a double cheeseburger meal.
Get a Happy Meal.
Yep.
Happy Meal.
I wasn't really into the Frost guys figures, but the Minecraft.
Oh
ones.
well, I like them because they were McNuggets. That's the Kerwin Frost McNugget buddies. I was into those, but
You know what? I did impulse buy something today.
what'd you get?
A Minecraft igloo cooler.
Oh yeah, that's cool. What's it? Does it look like a block of something? Like a block of dirt?
No,
or-
it looks like an Enderman.
looks like an Enderman. Minecraft Enderman cooler.
Well, he had to do something because he has a ginormous Yeti that he puts in the front of the truck, and there's no room for my cooler when he gets a Yeti.
There's
in
room
there.
for both of them, and they can both open. There's no problem. But
It is a big cooler though.
it is a big cooler. But I do like having the big cooler because I can put everything, including my water bottle, in it.
You know what though? I would say like come summertime, you bring the Yeti for ice and water. You fill it up, and then you put your lunch in this. Nice. You're gonna be the coolest guy on the job with that thing.
Yeah, I am.
Just hope it doesn't teleport your lunch
it's-
away. It's an ender chest. You gotta be careful.
I got that, and I got the cup too, the Enderman cup, because
They don't make one that just looks like a Minecraft chest.
No, look. Unfortunately, they had like a limited edition 100. So this is Igloo's thing: is they do these collabs, and people must collect the coolers because they have so
they
many-
do. People definitely collect them.
They're cool coolers, and
It's hard for me not to collect them.
Yeah, I've held out through the Star Wars ones, but when I saw the Minecraft one, I had to have it. So they had 150 limited edition ones, and the limited edition ones looked way cooler. There was one that looked like a block of TNT. I would have got that one. That one would have been the best one to get.
Yeah.
So it comes in a chest.
Oh yeah. Oh okay.
So possibility TNT. Go down to see all the possibilities.
Yeah, so these are your three possibilities. So TNT, Diamond, or this Mobs one. This one probably wouldn't be very good. I wouldn't want that one, but
No, but
The TNT. I mean, come on.
I like the TNT and the diamond one.
because the other option, I mean, that was $75 for that. Your other option is the pig, the Enderman, or the creeper. Those are your only other options.
And the soft bag too, which is kind of cool, but I don't like soft bags for lunch.
I feel
Yeah.
like the
Squishy sandwich.
the problem with the creeper is that the creeper just seems too 10-year-old. Like that's what every
yeah,
10-year-old
and the
is.
Enderman. The Enderman is more grown up and mature.
So, you know what I mean? Though, like every 10-year-old kid that likes Minecraft has their
Try 5. I think the age is going down for Minecraft.
they have their like Minecraft
The problem is
Crocs, or it's a creeper T-shirt or whatever.
I think the reason you
Creeper
see kids
backpack.
decked out in Minecraft swag is because it's something kids and parents both enjoy. You know what I mean?
you're probably right.
I don't like if it was something weird. Like think about it. If it was something weird and our parents didn't understand it, did we get all types of merch and swag from it? You know, I don't think so. Like they kind of had to get what it was about, and then they knew. Oh yeah, I get that. The kids like that.
So the damn it, I'm blanking. Minecraft is what? How old is Minecraft? 15 years old?
Yeah, at least.
Is it 15 years old? So we would have been 12 when the game came out. So I mean, I think it's still valid to be a fan of it, to be a fan of Minecraft.
Yeah, I don't think.
because you were 12 when you started playing.
Well,
Yeah.
that's just it. Like I I might still play it on occasion. I don't play it the same way I did when I was 12, but
Sometimes we do though.
But sometimes we'll bust it out.
I really wanted to get on with a group to do the Minecraft movie quests, but I
didn't know about the movie quest.
that's what
I
was
wanted to
telling
get
you
back
last time.
on to
You
get
get a free
the
cape.
I wanted to fly the ghast. I wanted to get on to do that.
That's not coming out till this summer.
I thought that was out already.
No, that's just this summer thing.
Is it a snapshot at least?
I don't think so. Not yet.
Damn, I was gonna say when Colin comes up, we can kill the Ender Dragon
Yeah, we should. It'd be fun.
or something. I don't know.
Yeah, set something up.
Little Minecraft mission.
Have to get something else. Get another computer set up here. At least one more.
I need to get my Xbox controllers. Are they here still?
I don't know. I don't know.
I
We
should
we
have a
get
wi-
we get to buy tickets for the Minecraft movie too.
Yeah.
Figure that out.
When
we wanna
when
do
does
it.
it? Yeah.
April 4th. Premiere day.
You want to go to Barnsies for it?
I'd go anywhere, but I think Barnsies is easy.
Yeah, probably be
It's
less
low
people.
key. It's low key, and they got a good snack bar. They got one of those conveyor belt ovens, so you can get like conveyor belt pizza, conveyor belt
really?
chicken, conveyor belt nacho.
Is it any good?
You got to know what you're getting into, but yeah, I'll eat anything there.
Can you make it through the movie without shooting yourself?
I can. I don't know about you. The thing I have a hard time is not going pee because I'll get the giant, massive drum of soda, and it's hard for me not to guzzle the entire thing. Like I can't put it down, and I'll drink the entire thing.
It's so hard to want to go to the movies to watch a movie these days, especially where you look at Carter's setup down here with the sound and the TV. Like what?
I still like going to the movies. If I'm gonna watch a movie with people, I'd rather go to the movies to see it. I don't really care about watching a movie with other people at home necessarily. You know what I mean? Like if I'm not gonna go out and it's not gonna be like a whole event, I'd rather just watch something on my phone.
See, I can see wanting to go to the movies just because what seems to happen to me is I think to myself, oh, I should come down here. That's why I rearranged this because I wanted to be able to watch TV down here. I think to myself, oh, I want to watch some movies down here. But if you don't make it a point to go to the movies, it's tough to sit down and watch a movie, I feel like. Like, just to say, oh, I'm going to take this hour and watch a movie. Like
Too many things to distract yourself.
Yeah, when you're going to the movies, it feels like you're actually doing something. When you're down here watching a movie, you just feel like a scumbag. If that makes any sense.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd put it quite like that, but I would just say
I would say
I enjoy going to movies with a group of people. I think it's fun.
my time, I would say feeling like a scumbag is not the thing that I would say. I would say if I have free time, a movie is not what I would pick. I'd rather play video games and watch a movie with my free time.
Yeah, but would you go sit and watch a movie though at a movie theater? Over play video games once in a while?
Probably not, unless there was. This is a rare occasion for me to want to go see something. If there's something that I want to see, I'll watch it whether it's at home or not, and feel like. But I'm not going to rewatch.
Don't you think when a Star Wars movie comes out, like it's worth going to see it in theaters? You don't think?
I honestly
worth
feel
it?
well just to see it earlier.
Did you see Endgame in theaters or no?
Avengers?
Yeah,
No.
you missed out. I saw Infinity War and Endgame in theaters. And,
I watched Endgame on my TV in bed, I think. Or maybe I did go see Endgame in the theater. I don't remember. I watched Endgame and thought that it was like the best. Endgame is one of the best movies I've ever seen, I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know if there's anybody who hasn't watched
Both parts.
Well, just the second part, really. I mean,
You have to see the first part to appreciate the second part, I think.
Honestly, I think you had to watch all the Marvel movies
Yeah.
to appreciate it, but the way that it was wrapped up so
Perfect bow on it.
perfect bow and
Almost as good as Toy Story 3.
and spoiler alert, when you see Captain America old, it's like, "Oh, fuck."
You're like, no way. I just remember being in the movie theater, and people were like actually like clapping, cheering, like it was such an experience seeing it with a crowd, and it felt just more impactful and more memorable. And there's something about that I enjoy. I would compare it similar to going to a concert, and at times, listen. So just so you get where I'm coming from, at a concert, sometimes the music doesn't sound as good as it does on the radio necessarily, right? As good as the recorded version. But the fact that you're there with a big crowd and you're all enjoying it together adds a layer to it for me that it makes me enjoy it more than just listening to it by myself. And I would say the same goes for a movie.
I guess I see that to an extent. I feel like the energy comes from the people putting on the show for you. And if you're watching a movie that these people, if you watched a movie and all the actors, after it's done, all the actors are sitting in front of you, and after the movie, they all stand up, then I would feel that energy maybe, but I don't feel it when all these people are around me, especially when I'm not fully enjoying it. Like if I think the movie's just kind of mid and all these people are going ape around me for it.
You didn't buy in the hype when we went to see the It movie? You didn't buy into that hype?
I don't remember there being any hype.
Are you fucking kidding me? Do you remember nothing about that?
I vaguely remember going to see it.
First of all, there was so much hype.
I think the most hype was trying to get Brent into the theater.
We snuck Brent in. I don't know. There was a lot of hype around it, and we're sitting in the back of this theater. It's completely full, and there was a kid sitting next to, like, I think me and Carter were sitting next to him, and he was packing he had a tin of dip, and he was packing a lip, and he asked us if we wanted any, and we're like, no, we're good. But it was like I don't know. To me, it was such an experience, and when you had the whole theater rattling and everybody's like freaking out, scared.
See, I don't remember the hype really either, and I just remember thinking that it was a lot less scary to see a scary movie at the movie theater with a theater full of people than it would be to sit at home by yourself and watch it. That's the only thing I remember thinking.
To me, it made it fun. You know, like when there was a scary moment, it made it fun because you're with this big group of people. And people are freaking out and getting scared. So now all of a sudden it's not like oh, you know, like that was scary or whatever. Like it was, I don't know if I'm making any sense. I had a much better time seeing it in theaters. I don't even care about watching it again. I tried rewatching it because I remembered loving it so much when I saw it in theaters.
The first one?
The first one. The second one I also saw in theaters and I didn't care about it. But the first one I really enjoyed. Tried rewatching it at home. And I just was not into it the same way I was seeing it for the first time in theaters, because I think the crowd experience added a lot for me.
The second one was a lot worse than the first.
I agree.
It part two, it just, even the way it ended, like it was long.
That's how the original one went too.
Really?
Part two is
that it was some weird alien at the end?
Well, just nobody cares about the adult arc. You know, the interesting part is the kid part. The adult part, nobody gives a shit about.
Yeah, but how did the original one end? Did they fight the alien at the end like they did?
Yeah, they flipped it on his belly and stabbed it to death.
Yeah.
Basically a little glowing bug that they stabbed to death.
Yeah.
Battery acid or something.
Yeah, I don't remember how it went.
This kid sprays his inhaler at him.
I just watched it and I already forget how they actually kill him at the end, but I know they killed him.
Yeah, it was like this stupid little bug thing. Like I said, it was pretty stupid.
I heard they're gonna do a It movie, around like further in the past, because whatever it is, like he comes like every 20 years or something. So it's gonna be like one of his further in the past cycles, and I thought that might be fun.
Yeah, and nothing really happens. He just kills people and.
But it would be interesting to see how he became a clown, where the clown getup came from. What was he before a clown? You know what I mean?
Well, he's definitely some kind of shape-shifting monster. I would say he's similar to the alien from what's that movie where they're in the like Arctic. They're like Arctic researchers. The Thing. You guys ever seen The Thing?
No.
They're like in the Arctic, and all of a sudden there's an alien that can shapeshift, and it keeps shapeshifting into members of this crew and killing more people. And but that's anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember if I've seen that or not. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, well, there's a fan theory that it's tied to it.
Did they find a cave or something? Does it come out
Or
of a
something?
cave?
Yeah, I don't really remember.
Or
I
they
just
find like an abandoned research facility, or
yeah. Amy confirmed The Thing.
why don't you pull that up, Carter, so we can watch the trailer just to see if I can see it before. Just curious, because it
came out in 1982.
Yeah, but it's still like to this day, like this is one of the movies you want to watch, like good special effects.
I feel like it was on my watch list for a while, and I don't think I ever got to it. My watch list is ever changing, and I lose it. And
This is U.S. Station 31. You read me? Found something in the ice. We need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something. We found something. We found something.
John Carpenter.
Is this on Netflix?
12 men have just discovered something.
I don't know
For
where you can watch
100,000
it.
years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it, or hear it, or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human. This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it. And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? He can be one of those things!
you know, I think this was one of those movies I watched on TikTok.
Yeah. Seeing clips of it on TikTok.
Yeah, back a while ago. With some oddball special effects. So what's the gist? It like possesses them or kills them and then shapeshifts into them?
You know, I don't really remember. I thought it killed people and shapeshifted into them, but from that the description in the trailer, it sounds like it was trying to do like a hive mind kind of a thing. But I thought it was killing them as well. But yeah, I don't know. What was the point of that? How did we get to the thing? We're talking about
we're talking about how Pennywise origin story.
Yeah, potentially that could be his origin.
Yeah, but his origin was actually in a carnival. Like he showed up at the carnival 50 years before. That was the whole point of one of the movies, that you can see pictures of Pennywise at the carnival.
Oh yeah, but
and a different time stamp when he was around. So,
but it's not like he got stuck in clown form. I just think that's just his go-to.
Well, it was his
go-to references
because he discovered that the clown worked. But what was he before he was a clown? What worked before the clown?
Oh, I gotcha.
The time before carnivals existed. Because I think he had been around for a long time. I think that's...
I don't. But
was the idea that he had been around for thousands of years. And
but dig on this, Jam. Right.
See, this is like one of the origin pictures of Pennywise.
What if back in the day, you know, he didn't even have to really hide what he was. He could just be a monster. And, you know, I'm not saying... I still get what you're saying. You want to know what he looked like, but...
Maybe he was Sasquatch.
Yeah, maybe he was Sasquatch, or maybe he just looked like a regular person until it was time to eat somebody. But you know, there was a certain point in time where you could just walk into a village and have somebody for a snack because defenses were low, you know, and you're an apex predator. But you know, the right time of day, somebody goes out to check the chicken coop. I don't want the chickens.
And a demigod shows up.
Yeah. He's an all-powerful being that was defeated by a group of children. Yeah, actually, do you guys know about the book? I don't even know if we should talk about the book, the original It book. You guys even know about it?
No.
Yeah, we don't. If you guys don't know about it, it's too harsh. We won't get into it. But basically, part of how they defeat the It thing is they have to like a key part of the plot is they all have to lose their virginity. It's like a key part of the plot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know if you noticed, but there's only one girl in that group. in the whole story.
In the Stephen King book, that's part of the plot.
That's like a key plot point in the book.
As kids?
As kids, yeah.
Oh, so then it comes back when they're older?
Yeah, or like something to do with them, like maybe it couldn't eat him. It wouldn't. Can't eat them if they're. You can only eat virgins or something. I don't know. I just know that was a part of it, and they left it out of the movies for good reason.
Yeah, Jesus.
Stephen King is kind of a pervert.
Yeah, I do vaguely remember this now. I'm just reading about the It origin story, and it has something to do with some guy killing a bunch of lumberjacks with an axe because they killed his boyfriend or something. That has something to do with the It origin story.
The It origin. Yeah. That's a little touch of my movie knowledge. I used to spend quite a bit of time going down the movie rabbit hole all the time. I'd be watching movie podcasts, movie breakdowns, Watch Mojo, top 10 things you missed in that movie. It was always
top 10 things you missed in that movie.
Well, like it would have a specific movie, but they do these top 10 videos for any friggin' movie you could name.
Today
top 10 things you didn't know. Yeah. Kids, if you didn't know what WatchMojo.com is, that's.
Do you remember watching them and like really thinking that's like the top 10?
I remember thinking
that's the world's top 10 straws you needed to try.
or like the most dangerous jobs in the world. Like I was like, this is like hard evidence. Watch Mojo did it. We know that Deadliest Catch is the most dangerous job. In case you didn't know from watching Deadliest Catch. Watch Mojo confirmed.
Watch Mojo confirmed.
It's the most dangerous job.
Do you remember like watching those videos and then when they talked about something that you thought should be on the list, you're like, yes, it made the list.
Or how about they did a video of top 10 worst Disney Channel animated series, and they put Gravity Falls on that list for worst. They put Fish Hooks and Gravity Falls on that list.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and so then they did a video saying top 10 misses of that year, like things they missed, like got wrong in that year, and they dedicated a huge portion of that to saying sorry to Gravity Falls fans and Fish Hook fans because they said we traffic our data from our website, so be sure to engage on our website so we can have better informed data on our viewers. And but yeah, I just always remember that because they were like Gravity Falls was accused of being dark and stereotypical. And it's like, what does it even mean? Dark and stereotypical. But well, I mean, I don't know. I guess we can keep it short and sweet if you want. We can button it up. Curtis only brought one reel, so he's also been counting the minutes. So
I haven't been counting the minutes. I'm just tired, ready to.
I'll give a quick shout out to my quarter zip custom made. I got on. I traded a wooden reindeer for this back when I was in Vermont. That's how you came about commodities up there. You had to barter and trade, and I saw this woman that had made herself one that had penguins on it, and I told her I liked it, and she said she'd make me one, and she said she had a snake pattern. She just asked me what color I liked, and I said, oh, I like red, and she goes, oh, well, I have this really cool red snake pattern, and I was like, cool, and she made it for me with, she didn't expect anything in return. She just made it for me. But I made her the wooden reindeer in return.
Nice.
Yep. So a little bit of lore, a little bit of fleece lore.
You made it after. It wasn't when you brought up there to give to her.
I made it, specifically for her.
Oh.
Cut a tree down and the whole shit. So.
See you later.